Easy.
Easy.
Легкий. Difficult.
Difficult.
Сложный. Grammar.
Grammar.
Грамматика. Is English grammar difficult? Is English grammar difficult? No.
No.
No. English grammar
English grammar.
isn't
difficult.
difficult.
Isn't difficult.
It's easy. Yes. Is Chinese an easy language to learn? Is Chinese an easy language to learn?
Oh,
No. Chinese isn't an easy. Isn't an easy language to learn. It's a difficult language to learn. Okay, is it difficult for you to speak your language? Is it difficult for you to speak your language, Oksana? Is it difficult for you to speak your language? No. No, it isn't difficult. It isn't difficult for me to speak my language. It's easy. Oksana, it's easy? Yes, it's easy. Okay. Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand? Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand, Vera?
Yes.
No, generally. No. It isn't generally easy. It isn't generally easy.
It isn't
Generally easy for people
to
write with their left
hand.
hand. It's difficult.
It's
It's difficult, yes. Repeat after me. Hang. Висеть, вешать. Map. Okay, what's my pen doing? What's my pen doing, Vera? What's my pen doing? Your pens.
Your pens.
Your pens.
Your pens.
Hanging, yes, between your finger and thumb. Good. Okay. Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? No, there isn't. A light hanging from the ceiling. Good. Is there a map hanging on the wall? Is there a map hanging on the wall? Yes, there is a map. There is a map hanging on the wall. Repeat after me. By. На чем-то. Car. Автомобиль. Bus. Автобус. Train. Поезд. School. Школа. Do you go home after the lesson? By car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home? Do you go home after the lesson? By car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home, Oksana? I go home. I go home after the lesson by car. Good. Which do you prefer, to walk or to go by car? Which do you prefer, to walk or to go by car?
Sometimes.
I prefer to walk. But sometimes I prefer to go by car. Okay. Repeat after me. Married. В браке. Single. Не в браке. Miss. Незамужняя девушка. Are you married? Oksana, are you married?
No,
I'm not.
I'm not
married. I'm
single.
Single. Is Mr. Brown single? Is Mr. Brown single? No. No. Mr. Brown isn't single. He's married. Is Miss Brown married? Is Miss Brown married? Miss Brown. Miss Brown? No. Miss Brown isn't married. No, she's not. She's single. Repeat after me. Husband. Муж. Wife. Жена. So has Mr. Brown got a wife? Has Mr. Brown got a wife, Oksana? Has Mr. Brown got a wife? Yes. Yes, Mr. Brown's got a wife. Okay, has Mrs. Brown got a husband? Has Mrs. Brown got a husband? Yes. Brown's got a husband. Yes. Is Mrs. Brown's husband standing behind the house? Is Mrs. Brown's husband standing behind the house? No, Mrs. Brown's husband isn't standing behind the house. He is standing in front of the house. Repeat after me. Mother, father, mama, papa. So what's your mother's name? Vera? My mother's name is
Valeria.
Okay, what's your father's name? My father's. Good. Name is
Oleg.
Okay, what's your father's wife's name? My father's Good. Wives.
Okay. Wife.
Wife's name is
Татьяна.
Katerina?
Татьяна.
Okay.
Татьяна.
Katyana. Good. Okay, Tatiana. What's your mother's husband name? What's your mother's husband's name?
My mother's
Husband's name
is
name is
Anatoly.
Okay, repeat after me. Child.
Child.
Ребенок. Children.
Children.
Много детей. Only child. Only child.
Only child.
Один. Единственный. So the plural of child is children. So what's the plural of child? What's the plural of child? The plural of child is
children.
children. Yes. How many children have your mother and father got? How many children have your mother and father got? My mother and father have got
two children.
Two children. Are you an only child? Are you an only child? Yes, no? Yes. So are you an only child?
Only
Yes,
child.
I'm an only
child.
An only child. Repeat after me. Call. Называть. Mom. Mama. Dad. Papa. So we call this a pen. We call this a mouth. We call this a map. And people generally call their mother and father mom and dad. So what do we call this? What do we call this? We call this. We call this
a
table. Yes. What do we call this? What do we call this? We call this
a
door. What do we call the people in France? What do we call the people in France? We call the people
in France.
French, yes. What do we call what do people generally call their mother and father? What do people generally call their mother and father? People generally call their mother and father mom and dad. Repeat after me. One. Один. The other. The other. Другой. So, ladies, both my hands aren't on the table. One's on the table and the other's on my arm. So are both my hands on the table? Are both my hands on the table, Oksana? No, both your hands aren't on the table. One's on the table and the others on the arm. Okay. Are both my hands closed? No, your hands aren't closed. One's closed and the others open. Good. Are both